Jamie, Hillary, Lloyd, Barack, Nancy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is season 1, episode 1 of the most awesome game show, the political game show, where I, Uncle Sam, or maybe you might know me as Uncle Scam, because I like to scam from the citizens. I've got 4 contestants on today, and we're going to see which one of them is the most politically correct. Today I've got Kevin, Philip, Rusty, and Steven. And we're going to see which one of them is going to be the winner of the show. Up for grabs today is 2 ounces of silver. The way this game show is going to work, whoever gets most or the most of the 20 questions correct wins the game. You get your 2 ounces of silver. There's a bonus question at the end for the winner. And if they get that bonus question right, they automatically get an ounce of silver. At any time during the first 15 questions, someone needs a bailout. They have a button that they can press only one time during the game, and it must be before the 16th question is asked, in which we go to our expert panel, which happens to be a magic 8 ball. And if they get the answer correct, the question is asked if they get a bailout. And if the answer is yes, then they get a wrong answer erased and a right or correct answer in exchange of it. However, because you never know with the political pundit here, is it going to be a bailout or is it not be? So if it's not a bailout, you're getting bailed in which you lose a correct answer and you gain an incorrect answer. The beauty is, it doesn't matter if you're up or down in the game. You can use the I need a bailout button if you feel like you just want to use it. So, let the games begin. Here we go. I'm going to ask a question. I will read all of the possible answers, and then you will hear your timer count down. You will have 5 seconds after the timer starts to answer your question. Here we go. True or false, during Bill Clinton's term as governor of Arkansas, he looked the other way when the sheriff from the town of Mena informed him that the CIA was bringing cocaine into his small airport. Is this true or false? Oh, we have a 4-way tie so far. First question, not bad. Everybody got it right. I'm sure that was a hard one. Question number 2. When Jesse Ventura became governor of Minnesota approximately 18 years ago, half a dozen or so CIA agents were waiting for him in the governor's mansion and interrogated him on how he was able to win the election. Is this true or false? Oh, Kevin, I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Philip, Steve, and Rusty, that is correct. Question number 3. True or false? The United States of America does not fund and does not arm a certain group of fighters in countries such as Syria and Libya known as moderate rebels. Is this true or false? Four ways, we got it right. Good job. Number 3 down to 4. True or false? These moderate rebels are actually terrorists to the people and government in which they are trying to overthrow. So essentially, the United States is funding and supporting terrorism. Got it right again, guys. Moving on. 5th and final question for the true and false. True or false, in 2010, Obamacare became law. Overall health care costs for most people were expected to go down, and as a matter of fact, they did go down. Is this true or false? That is correct. The answer was B. That is false. As a matter of fact, healthcare costs have absolutely skyrocketed. Moving on to our next mini game, which is called The Price is definitely not right. Question number 6. In the year 2016, it was reported by the government CBO that the Obamacare exchanges would need an additional blank $billion to continue subsidizing healthcare for those who could not afford it on their own. Was the answer $5 billion, which is A, B, $10 billion, C, $12 billion, or D, $18 billion? Oh, Kevin and Philip, I'm sorry. That is incorrect. The correct answer was D, 18 billion whopping dollars. Question number 7. In the current democratic world of voting, where citizens think that their votes actually matter, what vote percentages do we commonly see for the winner of a presidential race? Is it A, 51 to 49%, B, 53 to 47%, C, 55 to 45%, or D, 58 to 42%? Timer starts now. Good job, gentlemen. A is the correct answer. 51 to 49. I'm sure you heard that once or twice. Question number 8. In 2011, the prices of gold and silver went up drastically. What were the approximate prices? Was it A, gold $1,500, silver $44, B, gold $1,900, silver $50, C, gold is $1,825, silver $46, or D, gold $1,700 and silver $50? Philip and Steven, you did not answer. You still got it wrong because you did not answer in time. Kevin and Rusty, that was correct. $1,900 gold and $50 silver. Moving on to question 9. When the Magic 8 Ball was asked if gold and silver prices would rise again and surpass $1,900 gold and $50 silver, what did it reply? Was it A, very doubtful, B, outlook not so good, C, it is certain, or D, my reply is no? Ladies and gentlemen, that is correct. C, it is absolutely certain that it will be surpassing those levels. Question number 10. Have healthcare premiums for most Americans been steadily rising each and every year since Obamacare was passed? A, yes, but only by a little each year. B, yes, by a considerable amount each year. C, not at all. Or D, I don't even know what Obamacare is. That's correct. Kevin, Philip, Steven, and Rusty. Now, we are at the halfway point.
You're laughing jeopardy, baby. Ooh.
That's it. Your life is in jeopardy.
Jeopardy, baby. Ooh.
I don't know who put that in there, but that marks the halfway point of the game. And the new round of the set of 5 is called Your Life is in Jeopardy. The first question of that, which is question number 11. On the day before the 9/11 2001 terror attacks on America, this politician said, quote, "The Pentagon cannot account for over $2 trillion. Was this A, John McCain, B, George W. Bush, C, Adolf Hitler, or D, Donald Rumsfeld?" That is correct. D, all 4 of these gentlemen got it correct. That is very impressive. Moving on to question 12. If a company or governmental body could not account for certain spending, where would one look in order to find out exactly where the money had gone? Was it A, the mainstream media, B, a newspaper, C, any liberal they happen to know, or D, the accounting department of said business or government body? That's correct. You would check in the accounting department for anything related to money and spending. Question 13. On the day of the 9/11 attacks on America, the Pentagon was hit allegedly by an airplane directly in the A, basement level, B, warmonger room, C, accounting department, or D, military industrial complex. That is correct. That is a Big 10-4. That is exactly where that was hit. Number 14. On the 9/11 2001 terror attacks, the Pentagon was hit allegedly by an airplane. Why were there no bodies, luggage, seats, wings, tail sections, landing gear, or any other common items we have seen at all previous plane crash sites? Is it because A, these things all disintegrated, B, a missile hit the Pentagon, or C, the government gave no reason? Oh, I'm sorry. That is incorrect. The government gave no official reason. And since I'm the official, unofficial spokesperson, I know the answer. Ladies and gentlemen, was that the nuke sound? Was that the nuke button being pressed? Someone wants a bailout. Ladies and gentlemen, Steven has asked for a bailout. He was not happy with that answer. Oh, Steven. Let's ask our political hack expert, that is. And it's just as good as any other political expert you ever saw. Magic 8 Ball. Magic 8 Ball. Does Steven deserve a bailout, or is he going to be bailed in? So we're asking, or is he going to be bailed out? You're going to shake it, throw it and spin it once, twice, 3 times the charm. We look at the answer, which I can't show you or else it'll flip. Whoops. Better not tell you now. Well, Magic 8 Ball, this is a live game show. I'm going to have to ask again. Does Steven deserve a bailout? 1, 2, 3. Steven. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if Steven's going to like this answer. But it does say... it is certain he receives a bailout. Moving on to the next question. Question number 15. And remember, after this question is asked, if anyone else wants to try for a bailout, Kevin and Philip. Ladies and gentlemen, it's getting nasty. Here we go. We're going to start with Kevin. Almighty political master 8 Ball. Does Kevin deserve a bailout? Yes or no? 1, 2, and a 3. Ask again later. 1, 2, 3. It's later. Does he deserve a bailout? 2, 3. I can read this. Kevin, are you ready for the answer?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure? Here we go.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Not only is that a yes, that's the exact same answer that Stephen was given. It is certain.
Woo!
Now, my friend Philip, the mighty 8 Ball's been pretty happy with you guys apparently. Let's see if he's as happy with Philip. Magic 8 Ball. Does Philip deserve a bailout? 1, 2, And 3. Okay, fill up. Fill up, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh! Philip, it says don't count on it, my friend.
Okay.
Well, the only one who's got a potential free bailout is Rusty if he decides he wants to use it. But at 13, tied with Steven, not sure if he wants to chance it, but he can. And this is the final question after I'm done asking it that he may choose to do so. Number 15. The final question of Your Life is in Jeopardy. On 9/11/2001, how many buildings fell? I heard someone breathing heavily. Is that Kevin?
No, sir.
And I didn't know if someone was upset at Uncle Sam and they were huffing and puffing at me. I wasn't sure what that was. All right, here we go. Question 15. On 9/11/2001, how many buildings fell in New York City? Similar. Actually, yeah. Maybe Steven, maybe you ought to push the mute button on that one. It's a loud huffing and puffing I'm hearing over here. On 9/11/2001, how many buildings fell in New York City, similar to what we see when a building in Las Vegas is demolished by explosives? We were told that the buildings fell due to fire. So how many fell that day in New York City due to fire? Was it 2, A, or B, 3, C, 4, or D, 5? Oh, Philip. Sorry, that is incorrect. It was not A, which is 2. That would just be the Twin Towers, my friend. There was a third building known as Building 7 or the Solomon Brothers Building.
Yes, but there was no fire in that building.
There was, and that was the official reason they gave why it fell.
There was. I was there.
Yeah, that, believe it or not, the reason they gave that Building 7 fell was due to a fire in the 24th or 25th column. According to the National Institute for Standards and Technology, said that one fire, caused that one beam to cause the whole damn building to collapse down in its own footprint. That, my friend, is the official government story.
Well, this will go good for me when Homeland Security comes to see me.
That is it. So, I'm going to ask before I go on to the next question. I do see we have a two-way tie between Rusty and Steven. Everyone has used up their bailout button except for Rusty. Here we go. He does not want to use it.
Nope.
16. This part of the game is called Name That Crook, Character, or Politician. The following quotes were said by which U.S. president? And by the way, before I finish this question, I think this might be the next 5 questions. Maybe the ones that separates the men from the boys of politics. Okay, I'm just going to say that. We're going to see who knows their stuff or not. So here we go. The following quotes were said by which U.S. president? Quote, I know that the human being and fish can coexist peacefully. End quote. They misunderestimate me. End quote. Is our children learning? And quote, will the highways of the internet become more few? Was that A, Barack Obama, B, George W. Bush, C, George H.W. Bush, or D, Bill Clinton? Rusty, my friend.
Oh.
That is incorrect. The correct answer was George W. Bush with those. Moving on, number 17. During a speech at a forum, which former president stated very proudly, quote, that is uniquely American, that is fantastic, to an older lady in the audience who told him she had to work 3 jobs just to make ends meet. Was that A, Bill Clinton, B, George W. Bush, C, Barack Obama, or D, George H.W. Bush, also known as Papa Bush? Oh, Philip, Steven, Rusty. I'm sorry, but that is incorrect. Kevin, my man Kevin, you got it. Number 18. Number 18, here we go. in a 2005 interview, this politician said, quote, literally, if we took away the minimum wage, if conceivably it was gone, we could potentially virtually wipe out unemployment completely because we would be able to offer jobs at whatever level, end quote. And my note on this is that this would simply mean that you could pay somebody pennies per hour for their minimum wage, since there is no minimum wage. Was that quote by A, Michelle Bachmann, B, Nancy Pelosi, C, Barack Obama, or D, Jill Stein? Philip, that is correct. Kevin, Stephen, Rusty. Ooh, I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Question 19. While telling Americans why they do not need assault weapons, this politician told their fellow Americans and their spouse to, quote, get a double-barreled shotgun and shoot it from the front door or the balcony if they think intruders are about. Was that A, Barack, liar-in-chief Obama, B, Diane, dual Israeli citizen Feinstein, C, Joe, creepy Uncle Biden, or D, Hillary, pay-to-play Clinton? Philip, that is incorrect. Kevin, Stephen, Rusty, that is correct. 20th and final question before we get to the bonus question. We do have a two-way tie currently. However, if Kevin and Stephen get this incorrect and Rusty gets it correct, we could have a three-way tie, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is. Number 20. Referring to the Obamacare bill before it passed, which female politician in part said, quote, but we have to pass the bill so that you can find out what is in it, end quote. Was that A, Hillary Rotten Clinton, B, Nancy Surprise Healthcare Bill Pelosi, C, Diane Dual Israeli Citizen Feinstein, or D, Barbara, don't call me ma'am, Boxer? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin, Philip, Rusty, you nailed it. Stephen, I'm sorry, that is incorrect. So we actually do have a clear winner. Boy, it was a nail biter. And it looks like Kevin with 17 correct, Philip with 13, Stephen with 16, and Rusty with 16. But since you're all here anyways, for the bonus question, the only one who matters is Kevin, but you can still play. Here is the final question for an extra ounce of silver. This is the bonus question, so here we go. I'm going to read the question, give you the possible answers, and on this question, because it's so important, you're going to have 20 seconds to think about the answer before you actually have to finalize your answer. Of course, you can answer at any time, but you do have 20 seconds to do so, and you can change your answer at any time during those 20 seconds. Here we go. As of October 2016, approximately how many trillions of dollars are on the Federal Reserve's balance sheet, even though former Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke said that by 2016 it should be closer to the normal level of $500 billion. So how many trillions are on the balance sheet of the Federal Reserve? Is it A, 2.5 trillion, B, 3.5 trillion, C, 4.5 trillion, or D, 5.5 trillion?
Missed it.
Kevin missed it. Philip, you got it, my brother. It is $4.5 trillion still stuck on the Federal Reserve's balance sheet long after Ben Bernanke left. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulate Kevin. He gets the 2 ounces. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the third ounce for the bonus question because he missed it.
Thanks,
I want to
guys.
thank you guys for playing on the political game show. And we'll see if other Americans have what it takes.